Hello friends, I'm Matthew Denard. Welcome to The Corporate Pastor. Why do I call it The Corporate Pastor? Well, I spent 30 years growing up in the ministry with my parents who started a church with just 12 people, 5 of them being in our family. And we grew it to the largest church on the east side of Cincinnati, Ohio at the time. Like every member of the family, I was involved in everything from playing the drums, to preaching, to carrying brick and shingles up ladders as we built 2 churches. You can imagine the experiences, learnings of those 30 years in the family. I did not follow in my dad's footsteps like so many other PKs that I know have, even though there has been a very clear call in my life since the age of 12. Unfortunately, the church was not in a good place, and I was not in a good place when my dad decided to retire. It was not healthy, I was not healthy, so I declined and turned to my career in corporate America. I used to often wonder if I missed it. But what you'll find as you get to know more about me in these coming videos, I'm an example of an incredibly loving God that doesn't waste anything. Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for the good to those who love God and who are called according to His purpose." The calling is there, and I may have declined the opportunity behind my dad, but I never stopped loving God and I never stopped following Him over the years, and it's been an incredible journey. God continued to have His hand on me as I made my way from entry-level hourly employee to vice president and head of HR for one of the biggest businesses in one of the largest consumer products companies in the world. Little did I realize that over the next 30 years, God would still train me up for the ministry. But rather than pastor a church, my calling is to use that training and experience from my life and work to give back and coach other pastors and church leaders. Actually, I always thought about writing a book called Glass House Broken: The Journey from Religion to Relationship, detailing this life experience. I know you know what it's like to live in a glass house. Given the age of technology and social media, I believe God is laying out this path for me to reach you. I often joke about still following my parents' footsteps as the corporate pastor, since HR is all about leadership, culture, and dealing with individuals' lives every single day. God turned my early heart to pastor into a heart for pastors. I'm an executive coach for Fortune 50 CEOs, presidents, and other key leaders. You know, I know pastors and church leaders can feel stuck at times, lacking practical leadership experience and not know where to turn. There's a lot of great books, videos, podcasts, and you'll find some of that with me here. But I wanted to take it a step further with not only practical, but personal help. I believe I will bring a unique experience from both the ministry and the corporate world to provide you coaching with a spiritual mindset. My heart is to be here with you and bring you some help, to bring you hope in a very practical way. My why for doing this is the same why as you, is to touch and change people's lives, and you are the lives of the people that I want to change. I believe that I am called to coach the called. My wife Melissa and I have a heart for ministry and a heart for you. We have an incredible family here in Cincinnati. We have 5 beautiful children. One of our oldest daughters is a youth pastor. Our youngest daughter is making an impact as a Christian influencer. And every member of our family is centered around health and wellness, either physically or spiritually. If you've been praying for someone to partner with for practical leadership coaching and strategy development who truly understands, hope is finally here. It can be incredibly lonely at the top, and no matter what challenge you face, big or small, I would love to walk through it. James 1:5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to you. Join me on this journey of telling my story and sharing my experiences that I pray will coach and bless you on your journey as pastors and church leaders. Along the way, I pray I can also reach other PKs whose glass house has been broken as well. That's my why, to help you foster your why and bring strategy to your vision and practicality to your purpose. I'm going to bring hope, starting with 4 things that I learned growing up in the ministry and my experience as an executive coach for the last 32 years. You'll find I love acronyms, so let me tell you what I mean by hope. I'm going to bring a video series designed to give you things to think about and practical tips to help you. H, heroes. They're only in the movies. The most important thing in your ministry is not your ministry. O, organizational leadership. The shepherd's staff, how to build a staff with power and purpose. P, preparing for growth, not planning for it. You need a strategy for handling growth, not a growth strategy. E, effective execution, adding value to your vision. being about the business of ministry. So if you are stuck in any way and could use some additional perspective and coaching, I'd be happy to connect with you. I can help you refine your vision, develop a strategy, help you lead your staff, help with running your church, dealing with difficult situations as we all know happen in the church, or just providing someone outside your church to collaborate with in a safe place. Hang with me, like and subscribe on YouTube, or follow me on social media platforms, and I'll bring everything I have to help you. It's not an easy calling you have, but it comes with great reward as you walk it out. I'm here to walk it out with you. You can reach me at thecorporatepastor@gmail.com. Thank you for what you're doing for the church. Thank you for what you're doing for your family and for the lost. Until we meet again, I pray peace, purpose, potential, and prosperity over you and your ministry. Be blessed and be a blessing.